Welcome to Pages to Progress, your gateway to exploring the transformative world of personal finance, wealth building, and wellness literature. This video will detail the top 12 lessons from How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, published in 1936. The book has been widely acclaimed for its practical advice on interpersonal skills and remains relevant in various social and professional settings. These lessons are not about manipulation or deceiving others, rather, they are about building genuine connections and influencing people positively through authentic and respectful communication. Lesson 1 is all about the power of showing genuine interest in others. When you engage with someone, give them your full attention. Put away distractions, maintain eye contact, and actively listen to what they have to say. Show curiosity by asking open-ended questions that delve into their thoughts and feelings. By doing this, you make people feel valued and understood, which fosters strong connections and trust. It's not about talking about yourself, it's about focusing on their interests, passions, and concerns. Empathize with them, and try to see things from their perspective. Remembering this simple principle can transform your relationships, making you a more likable and influential person. So next time you interact with someone, be a great listener and genuinely show interest in them. You'll be amazed at the positive impact it can have on your social life. Lesson 2 focuses on the power of a warm smile and a positive attitude. It's incredible how much these simple gestures can influence our interactions with others. Smiling is universally appealing and creates an instant connection. When you approach people with a positive outlook, you radiate a welcoming energy that draws them in. A friendly demeanor makes you approachable, and people are more likely to feel comfortable around you. In turn, this sets the stage for building stronger relationships. Remember, a smile is contagious. It can brighten someone's day and change the tone of any conversation. Moreover, maintaining a positive attitude, even in challenging situations, can diffuse tension and foster cooperation. Lesson 2 teaches us the importance of being mindful of our expressions and attitudes, for they can pave the way for more meaningful and enjoyable interactions with others. Lesson 3 emphasizes the power of remembering and using people's names. Dale Carnegie believed that a person's name is the sweetest sound they can hear. When you meet someone and remember their name, it shows that you value and respect them as an individual. People appreciate the effort you put into remembering, as it signals your interest in forming a genuine connection. Using someone's name during a conversation not only reinforces that connection, but also helps you appear more attentive and personable. To remember names better, try repeating the name back to the person when you meet them, and use it naturally in conversation. Association techniques, like linking the name to a unique feature or visualizing it, can also be helpful. By mastering this simple yet powerful skill, you create a positive impression and lay the foundation for building lasting relationships. Lesson 4 revolves around the idea of avoiding criticism and embracing understanding. When dealing with others, it's natural to disagree or find faults, but openly criticizing someone can create resentment and resistance. Instead, try understanding their perspective first. Empathize with their feelings and concerns. When you approach situations with empathy, it allows you to see through their eyes and find common ground. This approach fosters a more harmonious environment, where people feel heard and valued. If you must provide feedback, do so constructively and tactfully, focusing on the behavior rather than attacking the person. Criticism puts people on the defensive, while genuine understanding opens the door to cooperation and positive change. By embracing this lesson, you cultivate a culture of empathy and respect, paving the way for healthier relationships and smoother interactions. Lesson 5 centers around the power of praise and appreciation. People thrive on recognition, and genuine praise can work wonders in building stronger connections. When you acknowledge someone's efforts and accomplishments, it boosts their self-esteem and motivates them to excel further. The key is to be sincere in your praise and to focus on specific achievements rather than generic compliments. This authentic encouragement fosters a positive and supportive atmosphere, making others more receptive to your ideas and influence. Additionally, expressing gratitude towards others for their help or contributions strengthens bonds and establishes a sense of mutual respect. By incorporating genuine praise and appreciation into your interactions, you become a source of positivity and encouragement in people's lives, making them more inclined to value your presence and heed your influence. Lesson 6 centers on the art of seeing things from others' perspectives. Empathy plays a crucial role in building strong connections with people. When you put yourself in their shoes and truly understand their feelings and viewpoints, you create a bridge of understanding. This approach is particularly helpful in conflicts or disagreements, as it allows you to find common ground and work towards solutions that satisfy both parties. Empathy also fosters trust and genuine concern for others' well-being. It's not about merely pretending to care, it's about genuinely connecting with their emotions and needs. By practicing empathy, you demonstrate that you value others as individuals, and this fosters a sense of loyalty and cooperation. Ultimately, understanding others' perspectives is a key element in becoming a more compassionate and influential person, positively impacting both your personal and professional relationships. Lesson 7 revolves around the power of admitting mistakes and apologizing sincerely. Many people struggle with admitting when they are wrong, fearing it might make them appear weak or vulnerable. However, acknowledging your mistakes is a sign of humility and honesty, which others often admire. When you own up to your errors, you take responsibility for your actions, showing that you value integrity over ego. Moreover, offering a genuine apology is equally important. A sincere apology shows that you recognize the impact of your actions on others and genuinely regret any harm caused. It opens the door to forgiveness and reconciliation, strengthening the trust in your relationships. Avoid making excuses or shifting blame when apologizing, as it undermines the sincerity of your words. Instead, focus on expressing remorse and your commitment to learning from the experience. By practicing humility and offering heartfelt apologies, you demonstrate your authenticity and willingness to grow. This fosters respect and admiration from others, making them more receptive to your influence and strengthening the bonds you share. Lesson 8 advises avoiding arguments and focusing on finding common ground instead. Engaging in heated arguments rarely leads to productive outcomes. It often makes people defensive and resistant to change. Instead, aim to understand the other person's perspective calmly and respectfully. When confronted with differing opinions, resist the urge to prove yourself right or push your point aggressively. Instead, look for areas of agreement and shared interests. Find common goals or values that both parties can support, fostering a cooperative environment. Redirect the conversation towards constructive solutions rather than dwelling on the disagreements. Seek to find win-win outcomes where both parties feel satisfied and heard. By avoiding arguments and embracing a collaborative approach, you create an atmosphere of respect and openness, which is vital for influencing others positively. Remember, it's not about winning the argument, it's about building rapport and understanding. By focusing on cooperation and finding common ground, you lay the foundation for productive discussions and long-lasting relationships. Lesson 9 highlights the importance of talking about others' interests. When engaging in conversations, it's natural to want to share our own experiences and stories. However, the key to building meaningful connections is to focus on the other person's interests and passions. By showing genuine curiosity and asking questions about what excites them, you demonstrate that you value their thoughts and experiences. People love to talk about themselves and what they care about, and when you actively listen, they'll find the conversation engaging and enjoyable. This approach is not about suppressing your own interests, but rather balancing the conversation and showing interest in both sides. When you show enthusiasm for what others have to say, it creates a positive impression and strengthens your relationship with them. Remember, conversations are an opportunity to learn from one another and discover common ground. By directing the spotlight towards others and their interests, you lay the foundation for meaningful and memorable interactions, fostering lasting connections with people from all walks of life. Lesson 10 revolves around the art of influencing others through persuasion rather than coercion. Instead of using force or manipulation, the key is to appeal to people's interests and reasoning. Persuasion starts with understanding the other person's needs and desires. By putting yourself in their shoes, you can present your ideas in a way that aligns with their values and goals. Highlight the benefits of your suggestions, showing how it can positively impact them. Listen actively to any objections they may have, and address them respectfully. Avoid pushing your ideas aggressively. Instead, use logical reasoning and evidence to support your viewpoint. Additionally, building trust is crucial in persuasion. If people believe you have their best interests at heart, they're more likely to be open to your influence. Remember, persuasion is not about winning a debate, but about creating a win-win situation where both parties benefit. By approaching influence with empathy and understanding, you can build stronger relationships and achieve your objectives more effectively. Lesson 11 centers on the art of being a good listener. While most people think effective communication is about talking, listening is equally crucial. Being a good listener involves giving your full attention to the person speaking, without interrupting or becoming distracted. Actively engage in the conversation by nodding, making eye contact, and offering appropriate verbal cues. When you truly listen, you understand not just the words spoken, but also the emotions and intentions behind them. This fosters a sense of trust and connection, as people feel valued and respected. Avoid offering immediate solutions or turning the conversation back to yourself. Instead, focus on understanding the other person's perspective and validating their feelings. By mastering the art of listening, you create an environment where people feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and concerns. This deepens your understanding of others and allows you to respond more effectively, leading to more meaningful and fulfilling interactions. Lesson 12 advises against boasting and egocentric behavior. People are generally put off by those who constantly talk about themselves and their accomplishments. Instead, focus on building others up and showing genuine interest in their achievements. When conversing with others, ask about their successes and celebrate their accomplishments. Show enthusiasm and praise for their efforts. This not only strengthens your relationship with them, but also makes them more inclined to appreciate and support your own achievements. Remember, humility and modesty go a long way in gaining people's respect and admiration. Nobody likes a braggart, but everyone values a person who displays genuine interest in others and offers kind words. By practicing this lesson, you create a positive and supportive environment where people feel valued and appreciated. As you put others first and avoid self-centered behavior, you become a more likable and influential person, capable of building lasting and meaningful relationships. And that wraps up our top 12 lessons from How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Remember that these lessons are a condensed version of the book's key points. The book itself is a treasure trove of practical advice and real-life examples that can further enhance your interpersonal skills. If you're eager to dive deeper into the wisdom of how to win friends and influence people, and discover more about the art of winning friends and influencing others, consider getting a copy for yourself by using the link below to help support the channel. If the lessons were helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to keep turning pages to progress.